Williams. He's fourth in the NFL in passing touchdowns this season. It's the Bears and the Commanders on Monday night.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League finds us a dozen miles east of the National Mall at the home of the Commanders here in Landover, Maryland. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico, along with Greg Olson, partner. This should be a good one here in the month of October. We got a couple of teams playing good football to get this season going.
And all offseason, Mike, coaches and teams, they talk about the importance of starting the season strong. And here in this matchup for early in the year, we have our first look at two teams that have started off strong. They're playing winning football. They're starting to really understand what their identity is as a team. And for this stage of the season, this is one of the better matchups we've seen so far, and it's going to go a long way continuing to...
Here's Carlos Santos ready to get this one started. And off we go here on Monday night. On the return, Noah Igbinoghene. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Now the return man is a bit slow getting up after that kick. Not something you want to see in the opening minute of the game. Here's 1st and 10. The tight end Ertz in motion. First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
And I think this is something we're going to see a lot here tonight. The ability to use this run game to really set the tone coming out here for this offense.
The motion man here is McLaurin. A run here with the veteran. It's Austin Eckler. It's a pickup of 12. Good for a Commander's first down.
Look how everybody moves in sync on this play, Mike. You have the linemen hitting their pull blocks, the guys on the outside working one-on-one. They clear just enough room to let them hit it, and next thing you know, picks up the first down.
And they'll run out of the gun. Here comes Robinson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. Tremaine Edmonds there to make the play. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. The motion man here is McLaurin. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They'll run here with the rookie. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. We'll give it to Eckler on the option. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Every team in the NFL wishes to come into each week's game and win the line of scrimmage battle. And in this case, I think it's pretty clear which side is winning. Great first drive, primarily all on the ground.
A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. On the handoff, this is Eckler. He's going to force his way for a yard or 2, but looks like this one's going to be coming back. Daniels to throw on 2nd down. And he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Got to give a lot of credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was plenty of time for the quarterback to work through his progression. I thought the protection was actually pretty solid. But at the end of it, there was just nowhere to go, and he had no choice but to just throw that ball away.
And that one not going to get there, and it's wide to the left as well. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless ball game. DeAndre Swift and the Bears offense set for their next possession. And they've used him quite a bit in the passing game. Take a look at the NFL leaders in receiving yards for running backs, and he's right there among the best in the league. Here's a first carry for their running back, and he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Slot man in motion right. On 2nd down, it's Williams. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Here's a 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, it's Williams from the gun. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Take it in, back at his own 12. And a nice return there. The offense not going to be backed up as much as they could have. Drive's going to start from beyond the 20. The Commanders offense ready to get going with their 2nd possession. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. They're going to get this outside. This could be a double pass. But he's not going to be able to get rid of this. He's going to be tackled behind the line of scrimmage. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. From the shotgun on 3rd down, Daniels. A throw on the move is caught. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap, and they'll give it to Robinson. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. That's going to be dropped underneath for Robinson. He's going to force his way for a yard or 2, but looks like this one's going to be coming back. Laramie Tunsil, the big tackle, flagged there. On 2nd down, it's Daniels. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. He's got a man, it's McLaurin. Now he breaks free in the middle of the field. And he will go all the way. Terry McLaurin, touchdown Commanders. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year. Point after, coming up here. He's got it. And the Commanders will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Here we go on the return from the 1. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. They'll run it for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9. Give up the middle with Swift. And a nice gain there on 1st down. He takes it forward for 8 yards. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Here's Williams now to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
And he's going to have the Bears 1st down. The defense nowhere to be found. A 4th down gain of 20.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
A high throw there, but a nice job to go up and get it. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. Man in motion, heading left. A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Here comes 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Williams. Over the middle, that's Kmet. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down. Moore going in motion. They'll run out of the gun. It is Swift. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. So we've played 1 quarter here on a Monday night. It's the Commanders with the early lead. More after this. You're watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. Another run here, another run by Swift. And he will score. DeAndre Swift, touchdown Chicago.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out, so they'll take over at the 30-yard line. The Commanders' offense and Jayden Daniels ready to take over once more, and he's been a real threat in the red zone and beyond. Take a look at the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns by a quarterback. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. They'll go again with Robinson. And he gets this up close to the 40. Tremaine Edmonds there to make the play. 3rd and 6. Man in motion is Brown. On 3rd down, they'll throw with Daniels. He's got the veteran Zach Ertz. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the 1st down.
And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Man in motion is Brown. On 2nd down, it's Eckler. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
This is a guy who's been doing it at a high level, Mike, for a long time. Not too many running backs finding success in the NFL past the age of 30. That's usually when they kind of ride off into the sunset, but as always, there's the exception to every rule.
They'll go back to Eckler here on 1st down. And this time, they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss, and it's 2nd down.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass.
In trouble, and down he goes.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
That ball is caught on the sideline and both feet inbounds. A big 3rd down pickup for a 1st down.
It's just so impressive to see how good these guys are, especially the veterans, Mike. They've been out there a long time.
And now the decision has been made. The challenge flag is out. They want a review of the previous play. At issue, was he able to stay in bounds? The NFL rules, you're looking for either 2 feet or a body part that is not a hand to be down with possession of the ball. No bobbling, the ball not moving around. He has control, so that's what the referee is looking at here. So the challenge is unsuccessful, and he's going to have to be careful here because he has just one challenge for the remainder of the game. Well, he shows you the elusiveness getting out of one tackle, but not the other. Fortunate, really, to get back to the line of scrimmage on that play. Throwing on 2nd down, Daniels. That's McLaurin open on the left side. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. That is hauled in at the 5. And the Commanders are going to be looking at a 1st and goal. He's out of bounds at the 3-yard line. That's the 2nd time they connect on this drive. This one good for 13 yards. This has been some kind of march downfield. Now, can they pay it off with 6? It's 1st and goal. That'll be caught by the running back, Robinson. And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Brian Robinson. Touchdown, Washington.
And this is just high-level quarterback play down here in the red zone. The way they teach them their progressions, Mike, it's touchdown, check down. You don't want to take a sack, and you certainly don't want to turn the ball over. He knows he has nothing down the field, nowhere to go to his receivers and tight ends. Check it down to your back, let them do the rest after the catch, and it results in a touchdown.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This returnable from the 4. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. To throw is Williams. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Open man, that's Rome Odunze. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down. They'll try to run for it. It's Swift. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
Here's Tory Taylor now, as he's on to punt for the second time. That's taken at about the 14. That's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. There's Terry McLaurin and the Commanders' offense heading out for their next possession. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in the first half, it's resulted in a big play that is borne out by those eye-popping numbers. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
On play action, Daniels. Now a deep ball looking for Brown.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
And a good run there on second down. A pickup of 7. It'll bring up third and 3. Here's Daniels. Has his man. It's Samuel. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
Well, Mike, you know the old saying, the more tight ends on the field, the better. And in this case, it worked out perfectly. A lot of big bodies on the field, hat for a hat. Nice job there by the back, picking up a good gain.
And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we'll see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds. I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll go play action here with Williams. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
It's a gain of 10 yards. Good for a Bears first down.
We've seen third down really turn into a pass-happy down throughout the league, and I think this is an example of the play caller kind of using that to his advantage. Keep the defense off guard, keeps the ball on the ground, extend this possession.
Darnell Wright, guilty that time. On first down, they give it right back to Swift. And he'll get the penalty yardage and then some back and is very close to a first down. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. We'll be back just outside the nation's capital after this. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Now Williams. Throw right side, caught by Odunze. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9. Here's Williams. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
This is what you don't want to see out of your quarterback. As that pocket starts to collapse, the good ones, they can keep their eyes downfield and feel the rush. They don't need to see the rush. Here, his eyes go down. He starts moving around the pocket. Nowhere to go with the ball. And
the pressure all over him. He goes down again. Third and long. Here's Williams. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I know this play results in an incomplete pass, but I think this is a really good job by the quarterback. His clock was going off. He felt that rush. He had no immediate target to go to with the ball. Instead, throw it away. Don't take the sack. Live for another day.
And we won't see a return here. This is going to be marked down inside the 15. The Commanders' offense and running back Brian Robinson on the field for their next drive. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Throwing is Daniel. Now he'll run it. And he's going to get this up to the 22-yard line. To throw is Daniels on 1st and 10. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
On 1st and 10, here's Daniels. He's got his man downfield. It's Debo. That's his 3rd catch of this first half and good enough for a first down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
Terry McLaurin, the intended target on that one, and it'll bring up 2nd down. So, we have hit halftime here on a Monday night as we get you down to Florida, Orlando specifically. It's where the coach is, Jonathan Coachman, has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. As mentioned, this is the EA Sports halftime report. Time to take a look around the NFL and find out what's going on this fine Sunday. We'll get started up at Lucas Oil Stadium in the capital city of Indianapolis, where you see the final score there. Trey Benson, a touchdown run in the victory. From there, we'll head down to the Big Easy. Check on the Saints at home at the Superdome. And they were winners as they defeat the visiting New England Patriots. Alvin Kamara, a touchdown run in the victory. Finally, let's get right to the center of the U.S. map and check in on the Chiefs at home in Kansas City. And they were winners in that game over the visiting Detroit Lions. Patrick Mahomes, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. The Commanders got a strong first half out of their quarterback, Jaden Daniels. His 2 touchdown passes helped pave the way for his guys to take this lead into the intermission. The second half, straight ahead. Time to get back to it. And for the call, let's rejoin Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen.
Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand in the second half. About to get started. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Williams. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. Williams to throw on 2nd down. This one complete right side. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. The tight end, Komet, is on the move. On 1st down, it's Swift. He's going to force his way for a yard or 2, but looks like this one's going to be coming back. They will run it over center with Swift. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Lane closed quickly. And here comes 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Williams from the gun. That's hot! And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And they're finally going to bring him down. It's a 1st down if it stands, but maybe a hold set him free. Here's a handoff to Swift. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. Receiver in motion, headed left. Quick slant, looked in by Moore.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes.
It is brought in the end zone. Touchdown, Bears.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process quickly under pressure. And I think that's exactly the case here. He's able to go through his progression, find his target in the end zone, and then deliver that ball on time, accurately, and the result is a touchdown.
Santos, good on the extra point. And the Bears will tie things up. We are all even at 14. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. Returning is Igbenogany. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Commanders' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And I want to take you through the highlights here. They have been plentiful from the quarterback position. Has the offense running at a high efficiency throughout, and will try to sustain it here down the stretch. 1st and 10. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. It was Kevin Byard that time to make the play. Here's a 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. That's taken in. It's Austin Eckler. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. From the shotgun on 3rd down, Daniels. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. The tight end Ertz in motion. On 2nd down, it's a run with Robinson. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1. 3rd and short, and it's Daniels. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and it's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Off play action. Here's Williams. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
The whole idea of the play action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Moore going in motion. Here's Swift. He'll take this ahead. It's a pickup of 3. Deron Payne there for the stop. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Oh, now flags come in. Looks like movement up front. And 3rd down just became a lot tougher. So now, after the penalty, a much tougher prospect to convert in his 3rd and 9. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. He's got the hook up there to Odunze. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. That's the second time they found him on this drive, and this one's good for 24 yards.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
And it'll be brought down right around the 40. Dominique Hampton there to bring him down. A play fake. Now Williams. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the third sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Ball start. Offense.
The task now, a really tough one. Third and very long. From the shotgun, it's Williams. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. The Bears sending out their punt team. He's on to punt it for the fourth time tonight. Oh, not the greatest punt there. This is going to hit and go out of bounds. Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. We'll see how they want to attack things here, backed up deep in their own end. It's 1st and 10. And here comes Robinson on a toss to the right. And this defense plays it beautifully. They knock him back to the 7.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. He's got a man, it's McLaurin. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level, and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball, everything is just so much easier for them to process. Change the look, change the coverages, move your safeties. Make the quarterback have to process with the ball in his hand.
Daniels to throw on 2nd down. Right side, hauled in by Samuel. That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Downfield, there's the veteran Ertz. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line. A big play there for Washington. 32 yards. So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more Monday Night Football after this. Here's 1st and 10. Man in motion is Brown. They'll go play action here with Daniels. Firing right side, brought in by Brown. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. On play action, Daniels. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
What started out as a promising drive seemed inevitable, Mike, with the way they were able to continue to move the ball, that they'd find themselves finishing with points, but after that second down sack brings up 3rd and long, and this drive looks suddenly
This is intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears will take over here just shy of the 30.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
The Bears offense ready to get back to work. This one, everything we could have hoped for to this point. All even at 14. They'll start this drive with 1st down. This drive will begin with a run by Swift. And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Now Williams. Looking to set up the screen there, but he decides not to force it, and it's incomplete. The crowd making their presence felt. This is 3rd down. That one on target to Moore. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
You get in these situations, 3rd down, tie game, 4th quarter. I mean, this is really where your quarterback makes his money. You are going to put your faith and say, all right, what is the best play for this offense to execute? And the game really rests in the hands of your quarterback. And he continues to come up with these 3rd down pickups and continues to extend this drive. He's got a shot to come away the hero and win this game here late.
And they'll take this down inside the 35.
That's a heck of a run right here, Mike. Tie game, 4th quarter. Everything's on the line. Can you win in the trenches? Can the threat of that run continue to balance off the pass? And that's a big gain there as they try to go take this lead.
A handoff here, up the middle, and they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up, I dare you to try to stop us, and right now this defense has no answers.
A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Give up the middle with Swift. He'll get 4 and down inside the 20-yard line. Wow, an important one coming here. Tie game late, and this is 3rd down. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His first NFL touchdown. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the 4th quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now the pressure shifts to your defense. Your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The home team's offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face.
Oh, big hole left side. And what an effort after the catch. He goes all the way. 74 yards. Touchdown, Washington.
That's interference. Offense.
Oh, just a terrible feeling the penalty wipes out that long touchdown. A gift, and here comes Robinson. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up 3rd down. Here's Daniels. That ball is caught on the sideline and both feet inbounds. A big 3rd down pickup for a 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. Number 1 rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
And that's going to be incomplete, but a flag down in the backfield. That's the area we usually see holding. Here's Robinson. And he'll bring this across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4. They need one right now. 3rd and long. Now Daniels. Now they'll set up the screen to Eckler. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the 1st down.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
Out comes Caleb Williams and the rest of this Bears offense. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. To the perimeter, he got Odunze on the out.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. Along the sideline, a nice catch. The feet in. It's a short gain, but it'll move the chains. A 1st down. We'll try to throw again. Here's Williams. Going down the center of the field, open man, and it's taken in. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a 1st down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
Another run here, another run by Swift. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
4-minute offense, Mike, so what does it mean? 1, make the defense use all of their remaining timeouts. 2, continue to pick up 1st downs, milk the clock. And then 3, if possible, finish.
No chance at all. He'll go down.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
On second down, it's a run with Swift. And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that first down.
You know, there's all this talk, Mike, about the value of the run game in today's NFL. You know when the run game matters? It matters right now. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead. Can you lean on your running back and offensive line to close this game out?
He's got a man. That's DJ Moore. The Bears are going to have first and goal coming up. They're able to convert on 3rd and 2. They'll run with Swift. They'll come up with nothing there. Fortunate just to get back to the line. And that'll set up 2nd and goal. Moore going in motion. One more time, they try Swift. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. 2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. 3rd and goal. They'll drop to throw. Oh, and a pressure there. He can't get a throwaway, and he's taken down.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
So now the Brazilian-born Cairo Santos in a big spot. This to make it a 2-possession lead. And this one right down the middle. It's good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage. Cairo Santos, following the made field goal, back out to kick this one away. Here comes the return from a yard or 2 deep. And they'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. The home team's offense ready to come back out for this next possession. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Started with 1st and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. From the shotgun on 3rd down, Daniels. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down. Throwing again, Daniels. A throw on the run is complete. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. And now the spike will come just under 40 ticks remaining. They'll try again here. It's 2nd and 10. To throw is Daniels. That's over the middle to the tight end, Sinnott. Here's 1st down. They'll stop it here. The spike coming with 26 seconds remaining. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Daniels now going to look to throw. inside the 10. It is caught. And he's going to be taken down. Here is 1st and goal. And he will stop the clock with 5 seconds left. Here's another shot from the 6 at 2nd and goal. Here we go. One final play. That is caught. And he'll be brought down there. And that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So this one, a win for the visiting Bears. And it is their 3rd consecutive victory. They continue to play great football here in this latest stretch. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. Good night from just outside our nation's capital.